Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to Thin Blue Wine Presents Dave and Michelle. I'm Dave Harrington. I'm the proud co-owner of Thin Blue Wine, 28 and a half year veteran of the Orange County Sheriff's Department, and this is my lovely bride.
I'm Michelle Harrington, Marine Corps veteran, hoorah, and proud co-owner of Thin Blue Wine.
This episode, as all episodes, will be brought to you proudly by Thin Blue Wine. Pick up a bottle today, thinbluewine.com, and if you're so inclined and would like to own a piece of the winery, we are offering making offers for investors to join. For as little as $499, you can own a piece of the winery. So if you're so inclined, take a look.
All
So,
right.
what's got you all Twitter-pated today?
Well, I just found out, or you told me last week, I think, that California is actually banning, and this is flying so under the radar, I can't believe it's not a bigger deal. But I researched it, and it's true. California is banning RVs made after 2025. So
That weigh more than 8,500 pounds. I told you, because I love to tell you stuff that I know is going to make you mad.
yeah, he loves to make me angry. So yeah,
That's what started the company.
we started the winery out of being angry.
Yep.
All the anti-police officer stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. So this really is upsetting to me. And I understand that living in California, you pay higher you pay higher taxes, you pay higher gas, you pay higher everything, housing costs, everything. But, and I'm okay with that. Like, I've come to that conclusion, and I've...
California privilege tax.
Yeah. It's the sunshine tax. But with California taking away your right to travel the way you want to travel is like, I'm just floored. I just can't even believe it. Although I'm surprised.
I'm surprised you're surprised too. It made me laugh when I first read it, because that's going to solve all our problems right there. That's it. It's going to be done. All problems solved.
Yeah.
We're getting rid of RVs.
And the thing is, if you get rid of RVs 2025 and newer, then what happens in 2035? Everybody's going to be driving around a 2024 RV.
Or older.
And that's going to be great for the environment.
Because they're super clean,
Yeah.
the older ones.
Yeah, the older it gets, the cleaner it gets, right? Yeah, it doesn't get junky and start to have, no. So my dad and I took 2 cross-country trips from New Jersey to California and around the country. And we had an RV when Nagasi was playing travel softball, because we wanted to take the whole family to go to her travel softball tournaments in Colorado and Utah and whatever. And we didn't want to pay for flights for everybody, didn't want to have to rent hotel rooms, and we wanted to make a mini vacation out of it.
Don't forget Hemet.
Oh, and Hemet, of course. Can't forget Hemet, or Paris, California. So I just, you know what? I think the liberals up in Sacramento think that, hey, if you want a vacation, just, take your 5 kids and get in a jet and go to Paris. But jets to Paris, there's no pollution with that.
No carbon footprint.
You go ahead and take your kids on a jet to Paris, and that's okay. But don't take your kids on an RV camping trip. No, because so I just think they're elitist freaking snobs.
Yes.
And
they're anti-human elitist snobs is what they are.
RVing is an American tradition.
Camping is an American
tradition.
It's how you teach boys to
We
be
have the
men.
best national parks, Yosemite and Yellowstone, and I mean.
Whoa! According to them, those parks are racist.
That's hysterical.
Yes. Banning the mode of transportation to those parks, that's not racist, but the parks are racist.
No, make it harder to
Absolutely.
go camping now.
Right.
Don't make it easier, make it harder for everybody to enjoy our beautiful country. But I think that they don't think our country is beautiful. I think they don't think Americans are beautiful. I think they think of RVs as like redneck vacations.
Oh yeah, well they just banned the jet boil fuel.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what causes forest fires.
No, yes. So we're backpackers too. We're big campers. We do RV camping, we do backpacking, we do, tent camping, whatever. So when we backpack, obviously we want to take a little itty bitty source of fuel because we're carrying all that stuff in. And of course we take our wine though. The wine is extremely light. Not really.
The hot killing.
But we take the little fuel. Well, they banned that little fuel, saying it causes fires. And there's not in any forest fire I've seen, and I look in California since I've been here, my 20 years here, has there ever been a forest fire started by a canister for a jet oil canister? I've seen forest fires caused by cars, though.
Sure.
We could just ban those.
Cigarettes.
Yeah, we should ban those. No, I'm kidding.
Out of control campfires.
Yeah. Homeless.
Sure.
That's probably the biggest cause of fires in California.
Certainly,
but we can't ban those.
Certainly under the overpass.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's upsetting. I think it makes it harder and harder to live in California because I think, you know what, it's 2025 RVs now. Then it's RVs at all. Then it's our Sprinter van because it's 8,500 pounds. Then it's the trucks.
But absolutely. But and what's maddening is it's not like it's a law passed by the legislature. This is the California Air Resource Board, CARB, and they're not an elected body. They're appointed by the governor, and it's one of those things that's like, the EPA of California is what I call them, and the people who man that outfit are unanswerable to anybody.
Yeah, and that's not how democracy is supposed to work.
That's not how
it's supposed to be for the people, by the people. We're supposed to decide.
But these are the same people, remember. These are the same type of people. The same people have the same mindset who, after they blew up the Nord Stream 2 pipeline over in Europe and spilled 500,000 tons of carbon into the atmosphere, those are the same people lecturing us on pollution. And my thing is, when you quit purposely spilling 500,000 tons of carbon into the atmosphere, then maybe you can lecture me about
or the people
pollution.
that fly the private jets all over the world and then lecture. Because
gotta go to Davos, very important.
A private jet is like 100 RVs on the road going cross country. I mean, that's insane.
It's ridiculous.
You can't even compare it.
Yeah.
But no, it's okay to take away the middle class, and the working class is fun. But don't take away the elitist.
These people are anti-human. They don't have fun. They don't have lives. They don't. I really believe this. They don't.
They're miserable people.
They're miserable people, just in general. So they don't want you to have a good time. They don't want you to be happy. They want you to be miserable with them. Misery loves company.
Yeah.
So I just think that that's how they operate.
Well, you can't be miserable when you're drinking Thin Blue wine.
No.
By the way.
Only happy vibes.
Happy vibes. Happy wine for happy, hardworking Americans. And so at least we have this.
Yeah. And I always think about when I was running for office the very first time, one of the things that I would say when I would ask about, climate change, all that crap, I'm like, we are not going to regulate ourselves to a clean environment. We're not. The only way it's going to work is through innovation. That's how we get, for example, the anaerobic digesters at the dump, because the methane gas is the big evil gas, and it comes out of the landfills. But landfills have this thing called an anaerobic digester. Basically, it gets rid of trash out of the green trash out of the system. That causes, it's one of the big drivers of methane gas from the dump. It converts that methane into 99.9% pure natural gas. It takes years and years and millions of dollars to get an anaerobic digester through the California system.
Well, look at it's taken us years and years to get our little barn on our property in Paso Robles approved. And it's like they want to make sure, or wrap you in bubble wrap and make sure that you're not gonna electrocute yourself by, whatever. I don't even know half the things that they do and why it's necessary to do. But we have to put a lightning rod on the side of our house in Central California. But still, there's
lightning every day here.
It's crazy the things that we have to do.
Lightning in a bottle.
And I just think, at a certain point, your freedom is more important than your security. I always would take my freedom over security.
Oh, sure.
And I think that the government doesn't want us to be free.
Well, who are the best stewards of the land?
Farmers are the best stewards of the land.
I mean, look at us.
But you don't really own land when you own.
Well, there's no such
thing as owning land.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that there's no such thing as private property.
If I have
anymore.
to ask for permission to build something, and then ask for permission on how it should be, and ask for permission to put a light switch in another location. I mean, when is it my land? Is this my land or is this your land?
That reminds me of a song.
This is my land.
Yeah, don't start singing.
Okay. That's what happens when you drink too much wine. You start singing cheesy songs.
So drink more wine. Drink more thin blue.
Thin blue wine, of course.
Listen, these people are just they're so anti-human, and I think that's what drives it. But take back to the point I was trying to make about because I'll make everything about the winery and the vineyard. You know, look at what we're new to farming, but what do we use for fertilizer? We use worm poop.
Yeah, we use organic. Everything we can use
called
organic.
worm tea.
Yeah.
And we put that on our vineyard.
It's not because the government is telling us to do it.
No one told us to do it.
It's because we
don't
want
have
to make the best product for our customers that we could possibly make. We don't want to use chemicals.
I don't want to drink chemicals. I don't want to drink that junk in my wine.
No.
But it's super innovative. It's super cool. It's not very expensive. And you're right. Nobody told us we had to do it.
People will demand it after time. Like if you make things based on consumerism and capitalism, people will demand that things change.
Sure.
You don't have to have some unelected bureaucracy, like passing.
No, but here's what'll
rules.
happen. They'll get wind that it's happening, that people are doing this worm tea, and they'll make it a regulation. You watch.
Yeah, and then take all the credit for it.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it'll be 10 times more expensive.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yes. Well, we're staying in California. We're fighting the good fight because Paso Robles wine is the best wine we've ever had in the whole country. So I know there's other wine regions, Washington, Oregon, and Idaho's.
Which are good.
And they're good. But they're, sorry for anybody who lives in those states, it's just not quite as good as Paso Robles. So we're gonna have to fight it out. They make it hard. They make it hard to stay here. I mean, to be perfectly honest, it's a fight to stay in California. But somebody needs to stay.
Weren't you looking at land in Idaho just yesterday?
After I heard this RV thing, I was Googling land in Idaho. I was like, Idaho's a wine region, but in reality, we are where we are, and somebody has to stay and fight.
Yeah.
And
somebody
plus,
does.
somebody has to stay and make all the good wine.
Well, we're trying. We're trying.
So we'd love you to be a partner with us. If you're interested in partnering with us on the new production facility and tasting room, check us out at thinbluewine.com and order some wine while you're at it. And,
Always, yeah. Good wine. Good vino.
Yeah.
Check out our labels.
Cheers.
Cheers.